I'm going to talk a little bit about my top 5 climbs at Rockwood Reservation and which ones are worth doing and why and where they fall short. So at number 5 would be EFT. EFT is a pretty good climb for Rockwood. I think it's pretty easy for an 11B as well. The bottom section is really good. It's got pockets and it's super clean, good rock. And then unfortunately there's a ledge at the middle. That's what stinks about EFT. And then at the top, it's got a really cool boulder problem. There's kind of 2 actually different boulder problems that you could do. One is definitely harder than the other, but it's just a pretty good climb in general, and I think it's definitely worth trying if you like the grade. Number 4 spot would be Grapevine. Grapevine is the tallest route at Rockwood, and it's got a really good view at the top. That is really the only reason why it's number 4. Besides that, it's got a kind of challenging boulder at the beginning for 5-7, and then the rest is just kind of ledgy, easy climbing. So if you're looking for something easy where you can get a good view when you get to the top, then this is probably the climb you should try. Number 3 is Xylem. Xylem, the crux of this climb is really amazing. It's some of the best pure climbing at Rockwood. It's a really cool boulder with some tiny crimps and some good footwork, but unfortunately it's super short-lived. The top of the climb is just kind of a ledge, and then the bottom of the climb is some really easy crack climbing and then mantling a ledge, so that kind of detracts from the route, but I would still do it just because the middle boulder is so fun. And the number 2 spot is Troglodyte. Me and one of my friends have done this one probably 20 times together. It's just like the classic warm-up at the crag. It's got a little bit of loose rock, but for the most part it's just really good quality sustained climbing. I mean, there's a couple spots where you can get on your feet, but it's pretty nice and vertical compared to the other routes at Rockwood. I just think this one's really a classic. And in the number 1 spot is Sumamente Importante. This is the only 12 at Rockwood. It's a little bit further down on the crag. You have to walk to the right like a couple more minutes to get to it. I put this one at the top spot because it's just really quality rock the whole way. There's nothing loose, and there's some really good crimps, and it's just really fun and challenging. It was one of my first 12s ever, so I don't necessarily think that it's a super stiff 12A, but I think there's a couple different ways that it could be done. But because of the good quality of the rock and just the fun moves and the cool boulder you have to solve, I think this one's definitely number 1.